Hello, guys. Welcome back to Christianity Reloaded. Today, we are asking a very important question. We are asking a very important question like, what if we don't have Christianity and we don't have Islam as a religion? Because we are used to seeing these two religion or religions, and some people cannot imagine a world where we don't have both of this religion. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. I will start with saying what's gonna happen if we don't have Christianity. Let me start with it. So, if there is a world where we don't have Christianity, first of all, because I'm trying to compare Christianity and Islam, we won't have Islam because the most of Islamic texts, depend on mentioning Christianity, the Christian figure, Jesus Christ. And they said it's Easter, which, some people don't believe that it's the same person they're talking about, but we can see that it's the same person they're talking about. But if there's no Christianity, there won't be Islam. And another point, because I'm going to make, this is not about Islam, the point I'm going to make, if there's no Christianity, if there's no Christianity in the world, for 2,000 years we have Christianity, the world will be in darkness, in more darkness than you can imagine. And I will give you a point because, when you talk about, human rights, people take it for granted, even though we don't have perfect human rights laws, but you take it for granted that this human right, it came from Christian, background. These laws are coming from Christian background to make it, to bring this human right, dignity of every man and woman and child. And people take it for granted that we have stuff like that, or we mention stuff like that. Without Christianity, we don't have that kind of stuff. It's gonna be like what we see during the time of Christ when the Romans invade another country and subjugate them. It's gonna be more like that. Like it's gonna be more like there won't be law. The only law they're gonna make is the one that's gonna exempt the people that are subjecting people. Because the Romans they believe when they during the time of Jesus they don't believe they are under the law of any person, even though they make laws for other people to follow, not for them. It doesn't apply for them. That's what's gonna happen if we don't have Christianity. The world will be in a darker side, and even in terms of science as well, we won't be where we are today if it's not Christianity. And I know why I'm saying it, because people think like, when you look at the scientists, all the most scientists that discover major stuff, most of them have Christian background, or even not only that they have Christian background, the places they discover this scientific breakthrough used to be all is Christian countries. And you cannot mention any scientific breakthrough like discovery that if you mention like 100 of them, 99%, 90, let me say 95% were discovered or done in a Christian countries, not in any other Hindu or Buddha or Islam. So let me circle back to Islam. If there is no Islam in the world will of course be a better place. At least I know that Muslims say, "What am I talking about?" It's going to be a better place because now you see that Islam people extremists there. I'm not saying all of them. All of them cannot be extremists, but the few that are extremists, they are still Muslims. And you see the havoc that are causing in the world. Like you see in Nigeria, we have Boko Haram, ISWAP, and we have ISIS. You can mention all these terrorist, movement, And the only thing they have in common is Islam. I know that most Muslims will say, no, these people are not, not Muslim, they're minority. Even if they're minority, they're still doing stuff they're doing based on their religion. So you guys have to, if you don't want people to generalize it and say like this is Muslim issues or Islamic issues, you guys should fight these people, and so that they won't be using your religion to commit crimes that are committed in the world and making the world not a safe place. You know what I mean? That's why without people, something like Islam, these people will not exist. I'm not saying that everything will not exist in the world. That is, I didn't mention it. There will be evil. There is evil before Islam is there, but we won't have that one we have today, like people killing people because in the name of religion. So without Islam, the world will be much better. Even if it's pagans, they are not known to be killing people like mass murdering people. The pagans, they are not known for doing that. I'm not saying there's an occasion, there may be no occasion where the pagans do this, but they won't. So I think without Islam in the world would be a better place. Even paganism, if we don't have Islam and we have paganism, it would have been a better place. And I know it's hard for Muslims to accept this. I'm not saying there's not peaceful Muslims. There are some of them. But we still have people, extremists there. And you guys have to go and deal with the extremists if you don't want them to be tainting the name of the religion. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and like our videos. Peace.